Hi there. Today we will learn about Shopify Markets and how they are not being utilized in the Shopify ecosystem as they should be. Shopify Markets, if you take a look at the documentation, Shopify tells us that it is a cross-border management tool that helps you identify, set up, launch, optimize, and manage your international markets all from a single store. So this is very important that if you want to sell in different countries, and there are different shipping rules, there are different pricing, there are different taxations. Before Shopify Markets, we used to create different stores for different countries. Shopify Markets is a game changer which allows you to manage everything all from a single store. We will also use this to change the default language on the shop, and we will also see how to adjust the pricing for a different marketplace. So let's dive into it. So let's say I'm on a test shop, and to start with this, let's go to the settings, and we will see markets as of now over here. So the primary market for me right now is Pakistan, and this is a test store, so we don't have any data. But Shopify Markets is also essential that it will provide you uh, isolated data for each market. Now, a market can be a single country, as we will do in this case, or it can be a group of countries which can be identified uh, as a single group based on some conditions. For example, if the taxation uh, and the custom taxes are similar for all the Europe, then you don't have to put them out as as a separate market. Rather, you can group those as one single market which contains all the European countries. I hope you understand my point. But for now, we will focus on a single country. Let's say I want to sell my products in, let's say, in Sweden. Sweden does not have English as their first language, right? And there might be different taxes for me to ship from Pakistan. So what can I do in order to get started? I need to come to the market, Shopify Markets, and then simply click on add a market. And let's say I can name it whatever, the customers won't see it, but it is for my sake. And let's say I want it to be Sweden, right? Just Sweden, not the entire Europe. Awesome. Now let's save it. Amazing. Now we have Sweden activated, and we can customize it for people who live in Sweden. So let's click on manage. Now let's say I want the pricing to be different than what we have currently, and I'm assuming since I do not have Shopify payments installed, I can change the currency for Sweden once we have Shopify payments installed. But in this case, I do not have it installed and I can't show you by changing the currency. But what we can do is we can increase the pricing by 150%, right? We can increase the pricing by 150% on all these products, and let's include them in the market, and the price will auto adjust for every product. Let's save it and let's go back. Let's say we want a different language. As of now, if I go to the shop, let me show you a different way and then we will see. Let's say I am on the shop. Since I am at Pakistan as of now, let's change it to Sweden. So we do see Sweden over here, and as of now I will see only English listed over here, but we can change that. Let's dive back. Let's click on manage and see we have two languages, Turkish and English as of now, but I want to add Swedish in here. So let's click on shop languages. We will be taken to this language over here, and let's add a language. We can add, I guess we can only add 2 languages in the free version of this translate and adapt app, which is a Shopify app, and let's add it to Sweden. And let's auto translate it for now. Let's wait for it to load. It has loaded. We can auto translate it, and we can also see because it is using Google Translate, it might not be the accurate version of it. So you can obviously edit the content later on once it is auto translated. You can simply edit it by clicking on this edit button. It will take a minute before it is translated completely, and we will receive an email at my email. So let's wait for that. So now we have the content ready in Swedish. Let's enable that in the marketplace. Let's go back to the settings and to the markets, and let's manage Sweden. Now we have English and Swedish available, but I only want Swedish to work here. So let's do that. The default language is not published, so let's go back to languages and publish it. Publish it first. Awesome. Now let's go back to the markets, manage, and now I only want the Swedish version. So when people from Sweden will come to our website, they will only see the content in Swedish unless Google translates it for them. So let's test it real quick. Let's refresh this. We can't see because we have taken out English version. Awesome. Now I want to go to Sweden, and I don't want to translate it, so you can see that data is automatically translated into Swedish. That's awesome. Lovely. Now let's say we want to have a different shipping pricing for Sweden than the rest of the world. So what we can do is simply go to shipping, and then we can create a new shipping profile, or we can manage it for all the products as well. So let's create a new zone, and this one would be for Sweden. Let's add Sweden over here. As you can tell, I'm charging 4,600 rupees for the rest of the world, but for Sweden, since I have a warehouse there, I don't want to charge that much. So let's say I want to charge them only rupees 2,000, right? It's a standard shipping across all Sweden. For Pakistan it is free, and for the rest of the world it would be 4,600 rupees. So let's save it. Let's go back to markets. Let's Sweden, shipping, and now as you can see we have 2,000 Pakistani rupees shipping into Sweden, and then we can play with the shipping prices and see how it works. Again, for taxation, for products pricing, we saw this as well. We changed the shipping pricing as well. For taxes, I would recommend contacting someone professional in this space, since it is a sensitive thing to do. And then the good thing is, if you have sales coming in from Sweden, you will see that separately from the rest of the world and from Pakistan segment. So Shopify segments it so that you can have clear analytics and you know where to invest more and see how the market is performing. For this video, this is it. I hope you liked it and learned something useful for today. That is it from my end. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you again. Take care.